a one-man and the two-man tonight, so I would expect that this would probably be a well-officiated ball game.
A prediction.
Yeah, I would think so. Celtics, I think, have to get run a little bit. Get that pace of the game up there the way they started out the beginning of the season. Get back to basics.
Parrish and Donaldson go up, and it's controlled by Perkins. Ainge is going to pick up Brad Davis. That'll put DJ over on Rolando Blackman. Parrish on Donaldson as expected. Bird right now is going to come at Perkins. At least he's got him in a switch. Perkins fires. Bird's the rebound. Tails out in front of the pack. Perkins does a good job getting back.
Bird's going to be guarded by Perkins. He's got long arms.
Kale. Aguirre the rebound. Kevin should be able to shoot over Aguirre if that's the matchup they're going to choose. Got
a big height advantage there.
Yeah. Here's Aguirre going to the hoop for two.
Well, you better get back at him because he is very offensive-minded.
Ainge looking for McHale. Perkins has got a mistrip up the floor. Ainge top of the key.
It looks like the Mavs are prepared to double every time Kevin gets his hands on the ball.
Blackman through a crowd. DJ can't save it, and Paul Mahalik says he touched it as it went out. It's going to beat Dallas ball.
Blackman's sneaky fast, and he can put the ball on the floor, and you have to go out and respect his outside shot. He's so good out there. Every once in a while, he'll burn you by going around you.
Perkins. About 6 fakes there. Can't hit. It's going to be a foul on Perkins, I believe, as he took Larry Bird out in the rebounding action.
Well, Bird stayed home, never went for the fakes. Perkins is a left-hander. Bird, you don't see too many left-handers at the forward spot. Have to adjust to that a little bit, but Bird played him well that time.
Bird now a little more familiar with Aguirre on him as Larry goes through and comes out the other side. He's going to fire. Comes up short. Brad Davis clears and looks to start a break. He's got Aguirre, Blackman, and Perkins all with him. Davis hits the pull-up.
Well, Aguirre got out on the wing and put pressure on the Celtics defense right away. Ainge had to back up, and he virtually gave Brad Davis that jump shot.
Danny, good penetration there, and he hits. Danny Ainge has been shooting 69% from the floor over the last 4 games. 2 for 2 here in the early going tonight. We're tied at 4.
This is a good matchup situation that Casey Jones is trying to set up.
Bird the steal.
McHale guarding Aguirre because Aguirre mostly plays in the low post, and Perkins plays outside, and Bird will take him. That's a good matchup.
Parrish looking for Danny outside again. 3 for 3. Danny with all 6 of Boston's points. Aguirre got a step. A fancy dish off didn't quite work out. Loop it ahead too far. And Brad Davis and Larry Bird go hard into the crowd. It's going to be Boston ball. Correct? It's going to be Dallas ball.
I'll tell you, Larry Bird looked like he had a little trouble running that time. You know, that back of his, I don't think is quite right.
All right, Blackman to inbound now. Celtics are waiting up at half court. No pressure being applied this early. 9:40 to play in the first. Davis calling out the play.
That's a big man at the high post. He's going to start setting picks up there.
Donaldson now. Kale stays home on Aguirre. Tries to hit over the top. DJ's got it. Good look to find McHale on the bounce pass. Kevin in a lot of traffic. Got it.
He got out there against Aguirre. Aguirre had to stay with him. And he's got that height advantage. He's going to make him pay.
Here's Davis down the lane. Hits it off the glass.
Well, they set double picks away from the ball. And Danny Ainge got knocked off by 2 green jerseys.
Bird can't hit the quick pull-up, and Donaldson gets it out to Davis in the outlet. He's got Blackman on a wing and finds him. Perkins an offensive board. Davis again. Time McHale's got it. Get it up to Ainge at half court. It's a 1-on-3. Danny short on the 3-point attempt.
That was a poor shot. There was no rebounder in sight on the miss.
Aguirre dumps it off, and Perkins lays it in. Tied again at 8. Larry for 3. Got it. Larry has from three-point land of late.
I'll tell you, Mark Aguirre gave him about 10 feet, almost dared him to shoot the ball.
You're not going to have to dare too many times with Bird. Here goes Davis down the lane, dumping it off. DJ, a good double team on Aguirre, who swallowed up and lost it out of bounds. Nice move by Dennis Johnson there to double on Aguirre. Bird again had a thought for a minute. Now finds DJ on the cut. Basket will count, and a foul will go to Blackman.
Boy, when you advance that ball as quickly as the Celtics did that time, you catch the defense napping every once in a while, and Bird was really looking for DJ, who had beaten Blackman, who took a no-dose before that trip up the floor, but it didn't take hold yet. I should have said it took a nightclub.
Either way.
Either way.
3 for DJ, and Boston with their biggest lead, 6. Perkins goes through now. Donaldson looking to set up a high post. Now he wants the ball as he swings a little lower.
See, they're not versatile enough, the Mavs. They got a mismatch, Perkins against Bird for size, and they'll still keep Perkins on the outside. Celtics wouldn't do something like that. They'd play for that height advantage. Here you're going to see.
Good block by Bird.
Yep.
Foul was on McHale.
Well, Aguirre, if he goes outside, will have a speed advantage on McHale. So McHale will have to get off of him 3-4 feet so he doesn't get Aguirre doesn't get a good angle on the hoop. And he can hit that outside shot, but they like to post Mark Aguirre in a low post position.
22nd timeout has been whistled by Casey Jones. 7:27 left to play here in the first, and Boston by 4, 14-10. Good chance to remind you this copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Boston Celtics and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Boston Celtics and Sports Channel is prohibited. Announcers on this broadcast are selected by Sports Channel and approved by the Boston Celtics.
You're going to see DJ really heads up, push it through. As McHale got up there, he was guarding Aguirre, forces Aguirre to have to play him. He's playing Aguirre up the other end, so the Celtics, if they can advance the ball quickly, will have a mismatch situation every time up the court.
One of the Mavs was just mesmerized by that pass as it went by him. It's like, my goodness, a bounce pass. DJ outside. Giannis has really been shooting.
Celtics have been playing the accordion, inside, then outside.
Blackman, a nice move. Haynes takes it away from Donaldson, and they're going to call a foul. Not sure why, but they are.
There's a lot of beef there. Watch Donaldson to the right of your screen just come up with the ball, and then Danny Ainge comes from behind. He almost handed it to him.
Yeah.
I don't know where the foul was there. He just lost possession of it.
Brad Davis knocks one home just for 2. Davis thought he was over the three-point line. Paul Mihalik said he got it with his foot.
Davis was a kid originally drafted by the Lakers. Norm Nixon beat him out. The Lakers let him go. He ends up playing in the CBA up in Alaska. Finally ends up with the Mavs.
And has played very well for them the last few years. Bird, no off the glass. Good job to jump out on Davis and stop the penetration. Now Aguirre goes through for 2. Aguirre has 6 and Davis 6.
Well, McHale that time went out and played him straight away.
Ainge for 3. It is not going to go, but we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. I think the foul is going to be on Mark Aguirre. The Celtics have called a timeout, though. We'll check it when we get back. 6:18 to play here in the first. Boston by a hoop.
They're going to see a nice drive here as McHale is opening him up to the baseline, and he is a strong driver and great body control with good leaping ability for a guy his size. He's a beefy guy. Celtics trying to take advantage of whoever Aguirre is guarding, and likewise so is Dick Motta. McHale guarding Aguirre, he'll drive him. He's pulled to the outside a little bit more than you would expect him to do.
Bird now goes down low with Aguirre. Ainge, pull up, won't go off the glass. It got knocked down, no call. Here comes Brad Davis. Aguirre on the wing, good look to find Perkins, and he walked with the basketball. Aguirre is third amongst NBA forwards in assists, which would surprise a lot of people who watched him play in college, but he's become a pretty good passer in the pros.
But did you see there were 2 forwards up there on the fast break?
Yep. That's the matchup the Celtics like right there, and they get 2 out of it.
As soon as they see Aguirre on McHale, McHale's getting the ball.
Aguirre tries to answer and does outside.
And he just is doing it to Kevin. He'll take Kevin outside. If Kevin backs off, he'll shoot outside. If Kevin goes up, he'll drive around him.
McHale with Perkins this time, and he scores. Boston's going to pick on both of them, it would appear.
Perkins is a really good defensive player, too.
He's got arms that go all the way to the floor.
Got Bill Russell on, long arms.
There goes Perkins baseline. Parrish the block as he tried to come up on the other side.
Perkins a lot more offensive minded this year than his rookie season.
Bird's pull up. Offensive board tracked down by Davis. McHale had a shot at it. Aguirre short that time. Another rebound for the Chief. Looks and finds DJ on the outlet. Got McHale with him. Dennis to pull up 2. Dennis continues to just shoot with a great rhythm since coming back from that couple of days off due to the injury. Perkins nearly lost it. Blackman drives and hits.
Boy, is he quick. Wow, is he quick. Dennis thought he had him. Went right around him.
Again, it's McHale. They go through. Perkins got it that time. Not sure if that was a pass or an attempted hook shot by Kevin.
That was a hook shot, and Perkins with the left hand was sitting right naturally on Kevin's shooting hand.
Aguirre from way outside. DJ looking and finding McHale ahead of the pack. Good play by Davis, but Kevin recovers and lays it in.
Celtics with their heads up now, and people taking off up the court. They're prepared to run a lot more perhaps than they have in the last couple of games.
Bill Walton, as you see top of your screen, gets up off the Boston bench. Good hustle by Robert Parrish to knock it out of bounds. Derek Harper is going to come into the game for the Dallas Mavericks, and Bill Walton will come in for Robert Parrish. Orlando Blackman will sit down on the Dallas bench. Harper fires away outside. Giving Dallas just 1 shot here every trip. Loop it to Bird, who got 3 for 2.
Mark Aguirre just turned his head, and Danny Ainge picked his pocket. Snuck that pass right by his ear.
Celtics' biggest lead now 8 as Ainge has got Davis all tied up. Aguirre drives and hits.
Send them right, send them left. Makes no difference.
Aguirre first in double figures tonight with 10. Detlef Schrempf is going to check into the ball game first time. DJ hits and draws the foul. Well, he is just shooting so smoothly, Tom.
Little rest never hurt Dennis.
That might be a good idea to give people a day off here, too. 2:50 to play in the first. Celtic lead is 8. Welcome back to the Garden, everybody. Mike Orman along with Tom Heinsohn. 28-20, Boston by 8, and there you see it. The Mavericks have never won a game against Boston. Not here, not there, not anywhere.
As one member of the UN contingent of the Dallas Mavs.
3 first-round draft choices, none of which were from the United States. At least none of them were born in the United States. Bill Wennington, Uwe Blokman, Detlef Schrempf, who is in the ball game right now. DJ at the line, having himself a strong night. He's got 10 points. Boston with their biggest lead. Here's Schrempf. And a foul, and it's going to stay right here. Let's see who the foul's on. Danny Danny Ainge picked it up off the ball. Just a third on the Celtics. 4 have been whistled on the Mavericks. 2:38 to play in the first. Derek Harper drives to the hoop. Pulled down by Ainge. DJ. Not this time. Walton almost there. Kept it alive to Bird. Larry over the head won't go. Volleyballs around and Schrempf comes down with it. McGuire, a couple of fakes. Rebound a Bird, stolen away by Harper. Lays it in.
You do not see that often. Bird losing a rebound. He is really alert and normally protects the ball.
Wide open Danny Ainge for 2. Except for that three-pointer, I don't think Danny has missed. He's got 8. Spread the scoring around very well. Loose ball back out to Harper. Schrempf slapped away. I'm going to see the UN contingent here. Davis hits outside. Uwe Blop is over there on the bench. At the scorer's table, rather. Bird. Nifty pass.
Again, they caught Mark Aguirre looking, and the ball went right by his ear. Beautiful look by Danny Ainge to Larry Bird. That could be the play of the game.
Mark Aguirre sent back by Walt. Lead pass for DJ. Tracks it down. Got it! Oh! That could be the play of the game.
That was more spectacular. But Danny Ainge's pass, for a basketball coach or an ex-player, you don't see them made like that too often.
Here's Donaldson trying to get 2 back in a hurry. Rebound to Bird. Boston by 11, looking for 13. Ainge, coast to coast. McHale to follow.
And they are running beautifully. Rebounds, push it up fast, attack the hoop.
Celtics with 37 first quarter points.
Donaldson's only taken 1 shot so far.
Yep.
I mean, he's a fine offensive player.
Walton on him right now. And Bill's going to pick up the foul as he got him with the body.
Well, Bill knows Donaldson. They played at San Diego together. Donaldson's got this wide body, and he uses it very effectively to get those low post shots off. And a nice little hook shot, turnaround jumper.
There's a look at James Donaldson.
Shooting 60%. And you can tell he's a pretty good shooter. Shooting 82% from the free throw line. Oh, we got
nice job on him, Tom.
We got the jinx going.
Donaldson had 22 rebounds the other night against the Denver Nuggets, which is the most by an NBA player in a regulation game this season.
No, it's the most for a Mav.
No, it's the most by an NBA player in a regulation game this season.
Really? It's the most by a Mav ever, too.
I'm sure it's the most by a Mav, yeah. Celtics down to 4 seconds now, and they lose it. Comes to Schrempf, 2, 1. Won't get a shot off. But the Celtics have got themselves a 12-point lead. They come out strong here at the Garden, 37-25, Boston.
Danny Ainge has turned into one smart passer. It was Aguirre trying to play the play, and he turned his head to look for the pick, and as he was doing that, the ball was already off and moving. You'll see to the left of your screen, Aguirre, who is already beaten and didn't know it. Excellent pass by Danny Ainge. And you're going to see the Celtics putting on the Ritz right now with a real great move by DJ as Davis tried to get on his shooting hand, but left the angle open for DJ to attack the basket.
All right, Boston has gone to the bench here. Jerry Seasting in the backcourt along with Rick Carlisle. The front court is going to be Walton, Wedman, and McHale. So Kevin stays on the floor. Scotty outside. Carlisle kept it alive, but it comes to Schrempf. He pushes it up and is fouled by Carlisle on the way by. Schrempf handles the ball very well for a guy who checks in about 6'10".
There are people likening him last season to Larry Bird. Good ball handling skills, creative, plays outside, shoots well outside, hits the boards.
Uwe Blob from Indiana is in the middle. There's Schrempf dumping it off. Blackman back in the game, and he hits.
That is definitely one man you don't fall off of because they look for Blackman.
Seasting. Carlisle down to 7 on the shot clock, and Wedman lost the ball.
They moved it around nicely, but came up with no shot.
Here's Schrempf, little fake on McHale, dumps it back out. Jay Vincent gets angled up as he tried to push it inside, and Wedman came away with it. Loop it to McHale. Nice feed from Carlisle.
Just soft enough for Kevin to get underneath it. And that was an easy hoop. Nice pass by Rick Carlisle.
Cale and Dennis Johnson, the leading Boston scorers, with 12 apiece. The Celtic lead is 12. Now Larry Bird is going to come back in next whistle. Here's Blackman. Carlisle, nice job of staying home. Blackman can't hit over the top. Bird waving Seasting through. Walton and Blob are banging each other. It goes to McHale. The foul will be on Detlef Schrempf.
Schrempf did not use his feet too well that time. He's very quick, and he let McHale have the contact. They'll just watered him off the ball.
Kevin goes to the bench with a dozen. Larry Bird comes back in. Schrempf will cover Bird now, who I'm sure he heard a lot about last year. Walton, nice move. Uwe didn't do much there.
That was a great move by Walton. Took him to the middle, and Blob never got back into it.
And that's going to be a traveling violation on Schrempf. 6 turnovers already here on the Mavericks, who turn the ball over less than any team in the NBA.
Celtics second unit has had some problems scoring-wise.
Not that time.
This Dallas Mavericks second unit is loaded with young players, going to make lots of mistakes, like right there by Blob.
Bill Walton hasn't seen the back door that open in a long time, has he? Blob right back with the hook. He does have a very good hook shot.
What a cross to bear to go through life with a name like Blob.
If you're going to have to bear it, you might as well be 7'1" and 260 pounds.
Maybe they don't say it too much, you know.
Not too loud.
Not too loud.
Foul is going to be on Schrempf as he got a piece of Bird on the way by.
Well, both Blob and Schrempf were members of the Olympic team for West Germany.
That's correct.
Well, I've seen each other, even though they played at different schools. The last few years, in the United States.
Bill Wennington, who is still over there on the Dallas bench, was a member of the Canadian Olympic team. Larry Bird could play for anybody's Olympic team.
He wasn't.
He could be an Olympic team.
Year.
Yeah, he could be an Olympic team in his own right.
I'm sure if he had been in a year where they were playing Olympics, he's that much of a patriot that he probably would have played for the Olympic team.
Jay Vincent, Sam's brother. Now Schrempf. Backdoor is Vincent. He's a good scorer, this kid down low.
Got the fakes, great body control, and the touch.
Kind of assumes the Aguirre position in the offense. They say Rick Carlisle caught the end line with his heel. Turnover. Boston, though, maintaining a comfortable 14-point lead here with the second unit in. Derek Harper, ex of Illinois, bringing it up. Michigan State is where Vincent went, so the Big Ten is pretty well represented here. Blackman outside.
A little double pick, and Blackman there and up and away, and Carlisle didn't even get a chance to wave his hand at him.
Celtics call a time here with 8:30 to play in the second. Their lead is 12.
Uwe Blob was taught good defense by Bobby Knight, but not here. He protects the middle against Bill Walton, but forgets the other side as Walton just wheels off him. Comes nicely with the left-hand hook, and here's a little back door by Walton. off Blob, who was caught looking once again. Those are all rookie defensive mistakes.
He was caught way out of position there, wasn't he? Whitman outside. Walton the follow.
And Blob was caught way out of position again, as Walton has been banging those boards virtually uncontested, and James Donaldson will be off the bench to take care of that situation.
Mata must have an earpiece in over there. Jay Vincent, quick shot for 2.
Oh boy, he is dynamite offensive player. Though Mark Aguirre and Jay Vincent are virtually like parts. They play virtually the same game. Perhaps Aguirre has better outside shooting ability.
Bird works on Shrimp. It comes up short, and Blackman will bring it the other way. Mavericks looking to get back to 10. Shrimp got it.
Well, that was a nice shot. Just caught the ball and went up quick-o pronto. No defense there.
Quick-o pronto, huh?
Quick-o pronto.
All right. DJ and Danny are both over at the scorer's table. Wedman hit that one.
That's what I think Wedman ought to be doing, coming off the picks a little bit and get himself some room to get that shot off. He fights the defense sometimes, getting the shots off.
Bird stepped right into the passing lane on Blob. Loose ball is picked up, though, by Harper.
Blob almost lost it and never moved off the foul line.
Boy, that was a brick, wasn't it? Larry, coast to coast. And an offensive foul is called.
Well, Blob got in front of Larry that time.
He did. He did. Give him credit. Wholesale changes here for the Celtics.
Larry and Blob was there for about 2 counts before Bird even started to go to the hoop. Not one of your characteristic Larry Bird moves.
All right, Celtics are back to their starting 5 now.
The second unit performed admirably. They held the lead and played a pretty good pace game while they were in there.
Blackman to the hole.
Oh. The Celtics are not jumping out on those little pick and roll plays to stop the penetration quite as well as they have in some of the other games we've seen.
Like the matchup here. McHale on Jay Vincent. DJ will fire. Rebound Bird. Can't get it to go. Gives it off to Parrish, and he does. Derek Harper looking to come up quick. Boston back on defense. There goes Vincent through the lane. Shrimp the rebound. He's got 4 off the Dallas bench. Again, Boston goes right to McHale for 2.
Jay Vincent was right at his hip with his hand, almost knocked that shot away as McHale turned to the baseline.
And a traveling violation on Derek Harper, who went skipping through there.
Could have been an offensive foul as he pushed Danny Ainge away.
All right, Celtics can stretch it out to 14. Again, they look and find Kevin. Spins away from the double team. Good reach in there by Vincent to get the ball. Harper on the break. Blackman misses the layup. Loose underneath. Shrimp and DJ go after it. Out of bounds. Boston ball. Douglas Shrimp unhappy with that call. Sam Perkins is coming back in for Dallas, and Shrimp will go out.
Well, they played as good a defense as you can play against a fast break. He angled him off the hoop, and there's some great hustle by DJ. Goes off Shrimp out of bounds.
Yep, knocked it off. Good play by Dennis.
But it was a 3-on-2 situation, and Danny Ainge and DJ broke it down.
Ainge cuts through. Into Danny, who's trying to post up Harper, who stole it. Harper right back, and the foul is going to go, I believe, against Dennis Johnson. You can tell by that look on DJ's.
Derek Harper is as good as Brad Davis pushing the ball up the court. There's 3 guys back. And they angled him off, but DJ just reached in.
Harper outside for 2. 2 in the first, 2 here in the second for Harper. The lead down to 10.
Harper's the guy that dribbled away the clock.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
Key playoff game against the Lakers.
a traveling violation on Kevin McHale as he tried to go around Sam Perkins. 9 turnovers now on the Celtics.
If there was be one guy in the NBA that might be able to give Kevin McHale some difficulty in that low post, I'd have to pick Sam Perkins.
The Mavs now are back to 4 of their starting 5 on the floor. Davis remains on the bench and Harper stays in. Rebound to McHale.
Well, that was a good switch out that time by Robert Parrish.
Celtics really haven't been able to get Chief involved in the offense here. Bird hits.
Well, they should have that time. And even though they scored, Chief was being guarded by Aguirre and a monumental mismatch.
Aguirre just let McHale go by. Rebound to Parrish.
I tell you, he's got fakes. He is really clever with the ball.
Bird again.
So mad at the official, he forgot to go up the other end to get Larry Bird.
13 now for Larry. Boston's lead is 14. Bird came over to double Aguirre. Parrish to good hands in the middle, and Bird comes up with it. Tries to lead the pack to Danny Ainge. Back to DJ. Now the Boston big men catch up. There's Parrish coming into a screen. It's stolen away by Blackman. And they're saying, see, if we had waited. Blackman for 2. 10 points for Orlando Blackman. 3:24 still to play here in the first half. Casey Jones and Paul Mihalik having a few words.
Well, there's a strong move by Blackman. And they collide and kind of pass pleasantries back and forth.
What do we got? We got a foul called on Robert Parrish as he set a screen. It's first on the Chief, who walks up the floor trying to find Mihalik. Not going to say anything, just stare at him.
How many shots has Robert Parrish taken? 1 for 1, huh? There's one thing that James Donaldson isn't renowned for, and that's defense. Parrish has not been involved in the offense that much. They've been trying to isolate McHale against that mismatch, and Parrish has been out at the head of the key.
Derek Harper lets fly.
Oh,
Bird did a nice job of just walking Donaldson off the floor.
Boy, did he hold that block. Donaldson almost ended up selling programs.
Now they go to Chief. Back out to DJ. Back into Robert. Got it.
Donaldson cannot jump, and Parrish with that straight-on jump shot will have the advantage on him, even though he's 7'2".
Perkins long for Aguirre. Here goes Aguirre on one of his forays to the hoop. Blackman can't get it to go. The follow won't. Ainge comes away with the rebound. Gets it up quickly to DJ. Again looking and finding Chief. Bird on the cut. Left-hander won't go. 4-on-1 break. Danny's got them all, and Perkins has got 2.
Bad gamble that time by DJ. Trying to make a steal. Left Danny all alone.
Bird right back. McHale. Yes.
You know, I think that Larry Bird with that back problem, I still believe he has it. He's not free and easy on his shots. He doesn't miss shots like he just missed going from on the reverse side.
We'll be right back.
The Mavs will push it up, particularly Derek Harper. Here's DJ going to try and make a sort of a steal. He gets beat. Harper gets around him quickly. DJ is, Ainge is playing 3 guys. That leaves Perkins alone on the wing. Here comes Larry Bird sweeping through, and that normally is like give him 2. It front rims it, and McHale there for the rebound. But I think that back injury, the tightening up that he's having problems with, just takes a ½ an inch off his jump and is showing in his balance.
Bird slapping it away from Perkins there. Dallas had a 7-3 advantage early in this game rebounding. Boston now with a 22-15 advantage. Blackman in a lot of traffic. Donaldson the rebound, and should have been a 24-second violation, and it was. Good call by Jess Kersey.
I'll tell you, they set that pick for Rolando Blackman, and DJ fought his way through, was right there on Blackman's shooting hand, You couldn't have played the pick any better than DJ did to take away that outside shot from Blackman.
Dick Mata still having a few words with Jess Kersey. Bird is battling with Aguirre, and they're going to call Larry Bird with the foul, pushing off on Mark Aguirre.
Larry was trying to create some room for himself so that they could give him a lob, and Aguirre just kept moving with him and then pulled the old Stanislavski. Good acting.
Boston maintaining, though, that 14-point lead. Perkins' shot won't go, but a foul is going to be called. I think it's going on Bird again. Nope, give that one to Ainge, reaching in. It's the third on Danny. And Sam Perkins, ex of North Carolina, will be at the line.
I'll tell you, the Celtics came out tonight like the Grinch that stole Christmas. They were mad. They had a nice, good mad on. And they've succeeded in keeping that pace going here in this second quarter.
Sam Vincent now checking in the ball game.
So his brother can at least see him.
Yeah, I was watching Jay over on the bench to see how he would react. Danny Ainge sitting down.
Well, my little brother's in the league.
Down.
Sam has looked good when he's been in there at times. More often than not, he's looked good.
Bird finding DJ on the cut. Dennis now, good fake. Ball is loose. McHale, who's got it? Boston's got 4 on the shot clock. Larry tries to scoop it up there, and it's going to be a 24-second violation on Boston.
That's why Larry Bird scooped it up there. He wanted to try and beat the 24-second clock.
All right, Mavericks have a chance to crawl a little closer. They've been stuck here, though, at about 12 or 13 down, and they don't seem to be able to make any headway at all. A lot of trading hoops. Goes to Perkins. Double pump. A couple players got a piece of that. Here comes Vincent.
Boy, the Celtics played good team defense on that one, particularly McHale.
DJ. Loose ball picked off by Harper. He comes out quickly, gets it ahead to Aguirre. Bird right there as Aguirre thought he was going to sneak a bounce pass through. Parrish. Ball's hard to handle out there tonight. Now the Celtics are going to look for the final shot here of the first half. Dennis Johnson. Take it, DJ. Rebound Aguirre. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Aguirre fires from half court. Won't go. And Boston's lead is going to be 13 at the half. So a lower scoring second quarter than the first, but Boston's still very much in charge. 61-48 Celtics. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're about set to get underway. Larry Bird, Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale on the floor for the Celtics. Donaldson, Perkins, and Aguirre the front line for Dallas. Davis and Blackman will be the backcourt. Boston by 13. Paul Mahala cleaning a little house on the sidelines. The Dallas television crew is still doing their halftime down there, and they're trying to clear them away.
I'll tell you, Mike, it's very important that the Celtics reestablish that pace and tempo that they did so effectively in the first quarter. They can't afford to come out of the locker room flat right now and allow this Mavericks team to get back into it. The Mavericks can score points quickly. They got a lot of offensive firepower out there on the court.
All right, let's play some basketball. Blackman waiting for DJ to come across the 10-second line. Goes quickly to Parrish in the high post. Looks for some cutters. Ainge comes around. They're going to work it into McHale this side. DJ had a thought. Back to Kevin. 4 on the shot clock. Goes out of bounds. Dallas ball.
Tell you, Perkins with those long arms and the left-handed natural instinct really bothered Kevin's shot, even though he fell away. Normally, that's nobody even gets close to that shot.
Perkins had Davis going through on the cut, but he couldn't find him. Now Aguirre. Michaela's got him. They go, and Bird slaps it away from Perkins. Sam was looking for a call over the top he didn't get. Larry on a wing. Lots of room. Comes a little closer. McHale's tap goes.
They got caught in transition that time, and Perkins never got back to McHale, and Ainge comes up with the steal.
DJ. He's got 3 Mavericks in front of him. Goes outside to Danny. Got it. Danny's in double figures with 10. Had 8 of those points in the first quarter. collision between Bird and Brad Davis. Brad Davis is getting up. Now he's on his feet. And I believe Dallas is going to take their 22nd timeout. Dick Motta is standing over there pointing up to Davis. The trainer is out on the floor now with him. Looks like Davis was winded.
A real injury timeout. You know, they're using those 22nd timeouts more for strategy than anything else. Sort of a half a timeout for strategy, one in each half. But this one is really an injury.
And there's a look at Davis, who is going to stay in the ball game, it would appear. And a technical foul has now been called on Dick Motta, who is still having a few words to Paul Mihalik. I think he wanted the game stopped when Davis was down. That doesn't happen, though, does it?
I think he wanted a foul call on Bird for knocking Davis down. But the Mavs had gotten the ball and were headed up the court, and the referees were following the ball, so they never did see that play.
Larry by himself buries it. 14 now for Bird on the night.
You know, when Larry plays, you expect perfection. And it really is kind of unfair. He really gives all he has. And Blackman had gotten out behind that double pick. He was open if the pass had been there.
He's mad, too. It's the third turnover of the quarter here. Only a minute and a half gone. Celtics with their biggest lead of the night, 18 points. Bird looking to make it 20. Goes into McHale. Perkins is right there with him. Now Parrish on the other side with Donaldson. Robin wants it. Got it.
Now there's a good matchup right now because Perkins really can bother McHale a little bit, but Donaldson certainly is not going to do that against Robert Parrish.
Side. Nice screen shown there by Perkins.
Last year he played an awful lot of center. His natural position really is power forward.
DJ baseline. And a whistle underneath as Donaldson takes Bird down, and the foul.
Well, I'll tell you, Bird just angled in there and tried to take Donaldson off the board.
Larry gets caught for the foul.
There's the shot, and watch Bird just sneak in there and try and hook Donaldson. Donaldson says, no thank you, have a seat.
Perkins again now. McGuire. Blackman behind the screen. Oh, that's a shooter's bounce.
Boy, Dennis really got hit in the chops trying to fight through that pick. We ought to show one of those things with somebody trying to fight through the pick on Blackman. Wow.
Parrish now gets the double team from Blackman, just shakes it off. DJ, who had been left alone by Blackman, is fouled by Perkins.
Well, they never doubled down. They left Dennis Johnson all alone on the weak side as his man doubled Parrish. And Parrish's shot rebounded right into Dennis's hands. The rest of the Maverick defense not alert to the double team. And Perkins all of a sudden spies Dennis Johnson with the ball. Said, well, I guess I got to guard him. Nobody else is.
Dennis now for the second of two. Boston's lead, he can push to 18 points. He does.
Boy, he's got consummate confidence.
The buzzer going off for no apparent reason here, which caused Paul Mihalik to blow a whistle and hold things up.
Santa Claus is here.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Going to bring the shot clock down to 21 seconds, and the Mavs will get it back. Here's a look. Davis to inbound. For Dick Motta, maybe it's because he's been around and seen so many games. He doesn't get off that bench for much, does he? He just
he does his share of stomping.
Does he?
Yep.
And every time I look up as we go by, he's just sitting there watching.
Well, I'll tell you, DJ did not stray that far off Blackman, and Davis, even on the penetration, got the ball to Blackman. I thought DJ might have had a good chance to pick that one off.
Perkins now looking to go over Bird, spins through. He gets the rebound and lays it in.
Well, he's got those long arms, and he doesn't bring the ball down, much like McHale. He's going to be a dynamite player in another year or two.
Perkins with 9 on the night. DJ wants to go over Davis. Here comes Davis the other way. Bullet pass ahead of Guire, who gives it up to Blackman for 2.
What a fast break player he is. Layups, and if you sink back in, he'll kill you out on the wing with those jump shots.
Parrish out high this time. Now Danny comes around. Bird cutting through, got the ball. Parrish to follow.
Strong move after Bird made the penetration. Donaldson had a switch. And Parrish went right to the board.
Guire power move to the hoop doesn't go. Parrish clears. Boston with a 4-on-2 break here. Danny takes it himself.
Well, they backed off Danny, and he was coming down the side, so they were protecting the middle. There wasn't too many places for him to pass the ball. He was under control.
Blackman got free back door. That was a bullet pass from Davis. Orlando Blackman now at 16 points. And that is the Boston lead with 7:45 to play here in the third. Bird, same play. The foul's going to go on Aguirre. Boy, they are really catching Mark Aguirre with his pants down.
He's looking to see who's coming down a chimney or something. Yeah. Look, right now they're just watching Aguirre's head, and he never even knew where the ball was. He was just watching Bird, looking to see if somebody was going to set a pick. Never knew where the ball was. And Aguirre gets called for a technical, as I don't know why he's mad. He made a real boo-boo.
All right, Larry's going to be at the line for a while here. Detlef Schrempf is about to come into the ball game, and he's going to come in for Aguirre. Let's watch as he goes by Dick Martin. Dick Martin claps his hands and says, "Way to go, Mark."
I understand that when Aguirre loses his cool, you don't kind of calm him down until 2 days later.
Doesn't look too thrilled. Explaining what happened to his coaches. Scotty Wedman now in the Boston lineup. Kevin McHale sat down, and Larry will have a couple more after the tee. Got that one. 18-point Celtic lead. Led by 12 after 1, 13 at the half. Mavericks have never really made a serious run at them. Haven't had it below double figures in a long time. Donaldson, 2.
Well, they've been looking for a center for a long, long time. They got one, Donaldson, who can pepper the basket. He doesn't get the ball enough.
Here's DJ. Boy, I tell you, misses the layup, but that back door is just wide open tonight. Schrempf in the middle on the break finds Blackman, powers it in. And we got a whistle on the foul. It's going to go against Wedman. Another saying it's going to go against Robert Parrish. That's 2 on the Chief. It's the third of the team. Dallas is going to inbound right in front of their bench. And now it looks like the Mavericks may want to take a timeout. Yes, they will. 7:09.
Blackman got hit in the eye.
Well, they don't have that 20-second job left anymore, so they'll go the whole route. What's the matter, Mark? 76-60. Celts by 16. We'll be right back.
You think Larry Bird doesn't care? Watch this free throw. A technical to boot. Oh, it's off the rim. Oh, give me my jump shot back, Santa Claus, will you? Give me my free throw. Give me my touch.
All right, Brad Davis now. Will run the show for the Mavericks here. They're down by 16, and Davis makes it 14. Had himself a very strong first quarter with 8 points, and then went to the bench for a long time.
I tell you, the defense did not adjust too well that time. Davis had about a 4-dribble drive right through the middle.
Danny for 3. Got it.
Brad Davis over doubling Bird. Bird picked it up, spotted Ainge wide open.
Danny just so confident on that jump shot. Perkins, a runner, won't go.
Well, they forced him to his right hand. They covered up his shooting hand.
DJ, the pull-up. Shrimp and Perkins come down with the rebound. Comes Davis. Loop it ahead. Shrimp for two. Beat everybody down the floor.
Shrimp is playing guard.
Halfway through this third quarter, Bird pops out, shoots over Perkins. Larry now with 18 to tie Kevin McHale for the Celtic lead. Perkins trying to work on Wedman. And sweeping hook doesn't go, but Shrimp comes in from the guard position.
Yep. And Dennis has to say, I got to block that guy out. I can't let him get rebounds like that. That's why they got him in the guard spot. An extra rebounder.
Parrish on Donaldson. Robert now in double figures with 10, 6 of those coming here in the third quarter.
Nice, easy matchup for the Celtics to take advantage of. And the Mavs have not given Donaldson the ball enough to offset that.
Ainge rebounding the Shrimp miss.
Makes you wonder if Martin really knows what to do with a big guy if he's got one.
It does, doesn't it? Back door, they're looking for DJ. Bird, loose ball. And Donaldson clears.
And look at him push it up.
Brad Davis, coast-to-coast job. Nice little guard, isn't he, Tom?
He was renowned for running the fast break at Maryland.
Ainge again for three.
Detlef.
18 now for Danny.
You better get out there, Detlef.
Yeah. Danny is just shooting the lights out this last week. 3 Celts now. McHale, Bird, and Ainge, all with 18 points. DJ with 14, Parrish with 10. Nice production out of his starting five. Bird is whistled for the foul as he stripped Donaldson of the ball.
Well, Bird was just waiting there, knowing that Davis was going to pass the ball to Donaldson. Look at Bird as Perkins leaves to go to the weak side. There's Bird already coming inside. That's called anticipation. The Bobby Fischer of basketball, one step ahead in the chess game.
The Bobby Fischer of basketball. Okay. Kevin McHale hustles down the sideline. He's going to come back in for Larry Bird. That was Larry's 4th foul. Larry hasn't fouled out of a game in about 5 years. I doubt if it's going to happen tonight with the Celtics up 18. 4:23 left to play in the third. Larry sits down with 18 points. Donaldson gets triple teamed. Davis. Vincent. And he was fouled on the way up.
That was great defense that time by the Celtics. They forced that ball around. They got the Celtics have respect for Donaldson. They went right down and double teamed him.
Jay Vincent will be at the line.
2 shots.
Donaldson's got that old double team problem, not making his move quick enough.
Vincent got 35 in a game against Boston last year.
This kid is really got some moves. McGuire, great body control and a great touch.
Quiet 6 points though tonight.
Yeah, but he can ignite at any time.
And an illegal defense is called on the Mavericks. Somebody wasn't covering somebody.
Everybody on the Celtics went to the weak side. Somebody did not go past the midpoint of the lane, which means you have to go double right away, and they didn't do it.
Wedman rattles it around. Shrimp comes away and he'll lead the break himself. Looking for Vincent. Wedman did a good job denying the ball on the far side. Now Vincent has it. Probably the best offensive player. Nice look to find Davis. Perkins hits.
That's why he's a good power forward. He can get outside there, perhaps even better than McHale, and hit that 18-footer.
A nifty pass by Vincent through to Davis. Yeah.
He's a player, Vincent. He'd be starting on almost any other team.
Good block by Donaldson on Dennis Johnson. Here comes Perkins. 3-on-2 break. Perkins on the wing. Basket doesn't go, but he draws the foul from Wedman. Still a little run here by the Mavs. They can get this down to 12. If Vincent can convert at the free throw line.
The old story, if you get it down to 10 points in the fourth quarter, you still have a run at it.
Here comes Sam Vincent into the ball game. Danny Ainge will go to the Boston bench, get a nice hand as Danny sits down with 18.
I think Casey Jones is searching for that third guard. I'm going to give Sam Vincent a little look here. Kept him out of a couple of ball games, but Sam has got some good attributes. Even though he's a rookie, he pushes the ball up beautifully, creates things. And the Chiefs played pretty well here in the third quarter.
6 third-quarter points and equal number of rebounds. There's Perkins at the line.
A lot of conjecture in the newspapers about Parrish's contract is up at the end of the year, and they've already started negotiations. Everybody, I would assume, in Boston hoping that the Chief will be back next year.
See if the Mavs can put together a defensive trip here if they're going to get back in this. Vincent looks and finds McHale. Kevin, long fall away. Picked off by Perkins. It's a 4-on-2 break. Now the Celtics get back into the defensive flow. Shrimp over McHale. Tough shot. Shrimp has suddenly got 10 points. And that is the Celtic lead. Again, as close as the Mavericks have been in a long time. We're talking first quarter here. Casey Jones wants a timeout. 2:44 left to play here in the third. 86-76, Boston. Don't forget to follow the Celtics this season right here on Sports Channel. Tom and I will bring you all the live action on Friday, January 3rd, as the Boston Celtics tip off against the New Jersey Nets, their nearest competitor here in the Atlantic Division. Catch all the excitement from the Boston Garden. Begins 7:15 exclusively here on Sports Channel.
Well, we'll look at this third quarter shooting percentage. Mavericks coming up with a big number there, 65%. The Celtics back down to 43. They were hot in that first half, the Celtics. Cooled off here in the third.
Wedman's open. Rebound of Perkins. Gets it up quickly to Vincent. Shrimp is ahead of the field. Vincent knocks it home, and it's down to 8.
He's starting to hit their shots, too.
The crowd now wants to get back into this thing. So does Larry Bird, who just got up off the Boston bench. Walton out high. DJ will take it. Rebound to Walt. Bullet pass McHale. Got it. A couple of times around, then went in. 20 points for Kevin McHale.
Got to play a little defense here.
Perkins walked with it.
And they're going to use Bird in the backcourt, I believe. Oh, no. Scott Wedman's going to play the guard spot with Sam Vincent. So that'll put Scott Wedman on Detlef Shrimp.
And Vincent will be the playmaker. Davis has got him. Bird pops out right side. Looks and finds McHale. Kevin wants it.
Yeah, Perkins freed up his shooting hand. Even with that left hand of his up, he still didn't bother McHale's jump shot.
22 now for Kevin. Boston's lead back to 12. Post up Wedman. Scotty got through, got a hand on the ball, knocked it out of bounds. Good hustle by Scott Wedman on the baseline.
How do you play the low post when you're playing against a bigger man just like Scott Wedman? Never let him know where you are. Even confuse Jay Vincent, the passer.
Davis looking to loop it into Donaldson and does. Donaldson got it somehow. 4 points for James Donaldson. They have a call come here in the third. 1:03 to play.
They haven't been exactly featuring him in the offense.
No, they haven't. And a whistle on the foul outside by Paul Mahalik. Before the shot. Basket won't count. It'll be Boston ball out of bounds.
I'd like to see Bill Walton really get himself going in this stint on the court.
Bird tried to knock it home for 3. Here come the Mavs again. Vincent, good move. Nice tap by Schrempf, won't go. Here comes the Boston break the other way. Wedman ahead to Bird. 3-4 on 2. Scotty short with it. And he fouls Vincent over the top going for the rebound. A 4-on-2 break. The Celtics let get away.
Well, believe it or not, that's not an easy shot, even though it appeared to be very close. But here's the battle for the boards up the other end as that forward Schrempf playing guard gives him that extra rebound. Quickly the Celtics come up. Bird thought about it for an instant. Donaldson kind of made Scott pull up. He lost his balance and he missed the shot by front rimming it. It's a very difficult shot to come straight into the hoop, stop, and maintain balance. Most big guys can't do it. That's why Larry Bird is so unusual. He's one of the few that can.
It's an 8-point game. Final 40 seconds here in the third quarter. Sam Vincent in traffic. Yes, and a foul.
Celtics do not have a penetrator other than Sam Vincent. So on his scouting reports that the other teams take, they don't kind of worry about penetration. And here's Sam beats Davis, got a good tricky move, slides in between the defenders, and he's agile enough to come up with some kind of a shot that has a halfway decent chance of scoring.
He might do a bit of Tiny on that one, wouldn't he?
Tiny was lefty.
You have to kind of bend the body, throw it up, you know. Oh, Vincent's shot is way off outside, and Bird got a hand in the face.
He got a piece of the ball.
Sam backs it back up now. Boston will look for the final shot here in the third. 12 seconds left to play, an 11-point lead. Boston led by 13 at the half. Coming around the screen, Wedman. And that is going to do it, but the Celtics have survived and still have a double-figure lead after 3, 93-82. Boston. Welcome back to the Boston Garden, everybody. A look at Red Auerbach and George Plimpton, noted writer, sitting to Red's left.
And once tried out for the Celtics, was thinking of writing a book about his experiences playing with the Celtics at their training camp, but it never really got written. But has loved the Celtics for many years.
There's the scoring by quarters. Field goal shooting pretty even there. So are the rebounds. So are the turnovers. So is the free throw shooting. Everything pretty even except the scoreboard.
Ainge is back in there for Wedman.
Yeah. Vincent stays in at the other guard spot. Here's Jay Vincent for 2. Jay Vincent coming alive here in this ball game after a 4-point first half. Now has 12.
Yeah. That's the type of player he is. He plays minutes. He's very productive.
Into Walt. Sam Vincent. A little stutter step. Like Sam couldn't make up his mind whether to put that off the glass or shoot it straight on. What he got was a combination of both. Blackman, Walt on the block, and the foul. I love the looks that Bill gives after those calls.
Yeah, Blackman is 6'6". Now, when he puts the ball on the floor, he controls it just well enough. He can back you down, break your defense down, as they call it, and spin off you. That time Walton was right in place. I mean, Walton uses his head on defense. Boy, he gets called for some of the weirdest fouls.
Orlando had hit a prolonged slump there for a couple of weeks where he just couldn't throw anything in. He's been back on the beam for about the last week and a half. Look at 18 tonight.
Well, he's averaging like 10 points a game for 7 games. Yeah. 38% or something. Some terrible shooting percentage.
Loop it to Bird. Free on the baseline.
Danny Ainge made that happen. Great pass to Larry Bird. Took Aguirre right out of the play.
Boston's lead 9. Blackman blocked by Walton from behind, out of bounds. Bill gave a quick look when he heard the whistle. Said, no, not again.
If you body up Rolando Blackman like Ainge did that time, he's got a good spin move, and off that spin move, he's got a huge step so that as soon as he spins, well, he leaves you about 3 feet behind.
Comes into Jay Vincent, not Derek Harper, who checked into the ball game. Blackman had a thought. Harper more than a thought. Rebound to DJ. Tough rebound by Dennis in traffic. Gets it to Danny. Ahead to Larry. What a pass.
And Walton took Donaldson right out of the play. Donaldson was hustling up and was intent on getting to Walton and left Bird all alone. In fact, didn't even know he was there.
Harper again in traffic. No, and somebody's hanging on something there. Technical foul is going to be called. And who's it called on? Let's see. Bill Walton get a piece of the rim? Somebody did.
Here's Harper's drive. And there he is hanging on the front of the rim. And I don't blame him with the bad legs he's got. He perhaps thought he was going to lose his balance. And big guys hate to lose their balance. And they use the rim to be able to regain their ability to land with both feet.
All right, Rolando Blackman is going to shoot the tee. Boston's lead is 11. 10-17 to play in this game. Mavs are getting serious here late in the third and early in the fourth. Blackman knocks it home.
You know, that's the only rule that I had in all my years. I had a direct impact on the NBA. They put the hanging on the rim rule in effect because of me. I ripped the rim off at Madison Square Garden one time, and he started finding players.
You're going to jump it up again. I never knew that. You ripped down a rim?
Yep.
You don't strike me as the Darryl Dawkins type.
Muscles. Yep.
Don't you really?
Yep.
It's controlled by Aguirre. Andrews looking for a backcourt call. He didn't get it. Blackman wants it. Bird takes it away from Donaldson. Get it to DJ, pushing it up. Boston's got a 4-on-2 here. Danny's open. Yes.
Great rebound and excellent push-up. Get good shots. How many times have we said that when you control the tempo like that?
Guaya's quick shot for two. Mark has been quiet of late. At 10 points in the first quarter. Those are his first points since then.
When he comes left to right, you better get on his shooting hand because he has got the touch.
Bird outside.
Larry had to love that one.
Aguirre in a lot of traffic. Out of bounds, Dallas ball.
We're going to see the rebound, and McHale can't quite hang on to it, and Ainge going for it with Aguirre, and Aguirre just knocking him off the court. Fans wanting a foul, but no whistle.
Bill Walton gets a nice hand as he goes out. Robert Parrish comes back in. Uwe Blop is back into the ball game for Dallas. Vincent's two.
He just nonchalantly dribbles around about 15 feet.
Yeah.
Kind of gets you falling asleep on defense a little bit with that slow rhythm, and up quickly he goes with the shot, and you're dead.
Blop has got DJ in a switch, which means that Blackman is covering Parrish right now. Now they're able to switch back. DJ can't hit. Bird's there. Nice little up fade. No, says Paul Mahalik. Got a foul on Larry. That's 5 on Bird.
Kind of a late whistle, but he sure did. You'll watch him. And Bird had already nudged Blob out of the way, figuring that he'd get the benefit of the call against the rookie.
Dallas ball on the other end.
Well, I told you about those experienced referees. That was one of those experienced referee calls against Larry Bird that time.
Larry playing with 5 fouls. It's been a while since he's had to play in that position. Aguirre fires anyway. A tap goes from Derek Harper.
One of the ways that you help your rebounding is by getting those guards on the board. And Harper that time, along with Detlef Schrempfer earlier, helped out a lot in that department.
Jay Vincent called for that foul on the baseline. It's just the first on Vincent and the first on the team. 8:15 left to play in this one. The Mavs trying to make a run. Bird for 3. 27 now for Larry.
Aguirre is saying he's not supposed to be able to do that. You're telling me he was having trouble shooting outside.
McGuire took a walk through traffic and then threw it away, trying to get it back to Blackman.
Mistakes.
Larry again, eyeball to eyeball with McGuire. Loops it into McHale. And the foul is going to go on Jay Vincent. Boston really taking advantage of that matchup. Vincent 6'6", 6'7", maybe.
And they had McHale totally isolated down there against Vincent. Parrish was way up above the head of the key. His defender wasn't going to be involved in the play. And the guardsmen were all out up on top, too. So McHale had free reign to go one-on-one against Vincent.
Kevin knocks home the first. He's got 23.
Vincent didn't do a bad job that time. As soon as he got the ball, McHale got the ball, he backed off and waited for him to turn and got his hand in there. He just came down too hard from on top.
Boston back up by 13. Critical trips now for the Mavs. Blackman knocks it home.
Well, when he comes off that pick, he gets his balance so quickly and he jumps so high. I mean, you have to be exactly right there with him.
Lucas to McHale. 2. 26 for Kevin.
Like the Big Ten, Jay. The old Big Ten days. How do you stop Kevin McHale?
Blackman again. Parrish got a piece of that one, and Bird comes down with it. Up to Ainge. A lot of Mavericks back on defense. DJ a cross-court job. Back out to Larry. Had a thought on the three-pointer. Looking. Finds Dennis Johnson, and that's a goaltend. What a pass by Bird.
Well, save that one, Mama, because that has to be the play of the game. Right between the West German's legs, Uwe Blab. Look at Bird, pulls up, sees DJ go to the hoop, and Uwe standing there. If he had knocked knees, he probably would have been able to block it. Here it comes, right through the legs. Whoop, Uwe didn't have his goalie pads on.
That was a dandy.
Larry Bird will find a way.
McHale the rebound. Up quickly to Ainge. He's got Bird with him. And Danny's going to wait for everybody to catch up as Boston's up 15 with 6:45 to play in this one. Bird.
Oh, he left. Detlef Shrimp just standing there shaking his head.
Derek Harper and Parrish got a piece of it. Block is foul by McHale. We've got a timeout on the floor. 6.5 to play in this one. Boston is up by 17 points. A Blop will be at the line. Perkins, Harper.
That is spelled B-L-A-B.
Hang in there, Uwe.
Well, he's big.
Got that one to go. 3 points on the night. The Celtics back very much in control of this game after Dallas had made a run to get down to about 7. Donaldson is at the scorer's table about to come in. Next whistle. And that was going to be a foul on Uwe Blop.
I'll tell you, the Celtics have worked this play several times during the course of the game, and the defense has it well scouted, and they're anticipating the pick and somebody coming to the ball, and you see what happens. You don't make the correct switch. Blob is out of the play, and by the time he gets back into it, it's too late. Ends up with the foul.
What's he doing out there?
Well, he was anticipating fighting over the pick, and Parrish just faked into the pick and then reversed him. I mean, you can't, fight over the pick unless the man uses it. It's really a tough defensive play, and Blob was trying to do the right thing, but those are those rookie mistakes. You got to know when to fight over the pick. He was much too soon.
Derek Harper knocks it home. Dennis Johnson, Blackman right with him on the far sideline. 5:55 now to go in this. Shrimp knocks it out of bounds. Well, the Celtics have done that more tonight than I've seen them do it 3 weeks, though, Tom. Just going back door on people.
Yeah, because
right.
they know that this team doesn't know where the ball is. I mean, that's a basic defensive tenet. I mean, you've got to know where your man is. You've got to know where the ball is.
Like that. Larry now with 31. DJ got whacked in the mouth by Perkins. Hale got a piece of that one. It's turning into a blowout here now as Boston can push it to 20 with this trip. Into Parrish. Spins, gives to Bird.
Oh, what a great pass by Robert Parrish. Felt the double team and just kept his composure. Beautiful pass to Bird.
Perkins will try outside and hit. Perkins has got himself 15 points on the night. Mavs have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players in double figures with Harper about to break in if he gets another hoop.
I would say that the Mavs have plenty of offense, but their defensive posture isn't too good.
Kevin McHale with 28. Boston's lead an even 20. 120 to 100 and 4:36 left to play. The Mavs came into this game giving up 112 points a game. Celtics for 2 more. I think we got a shootout on our hands this final 4.5 minutes. Ball is slapped away. Ainge comes up with it. Bird trying to loop it back to DJ. Just doing that. They've done it 10 times tonight, John.
Ball is just going right over their head, by their ears.
Shrimp. He's got 12. A lot of subs over at the bench there. Bill Walton's going to come back in. So is Sam Vincent and Jerry Seasting. 3:45 to play in this. Bird. Boy, the pass was behind him, but he was free going through there. Ainge, good hustle, and it's going to beat Dallas ball.
Good hustle play by Danny. Even though they're up 18, he hustled all the way.
Robert Parrish, Dennis Johnson, and Danny Ainge all go to the bench. The Chief sits down with 12. DJ had 18. Ainge had 20. Excellent effort by the Boston backcourt tonight. Seasting and Vincent will now man the back line.
Well, let's see if the Celtics guards here, particularly Seasting, can get in a groove.
Shrimp with the fall away. Perkins the rebound. Jump hook. Short. Right. Clear.
A right-hand jump hook.
Bill in the middle on the fast break. Bounce past McHale. Through the legs to Vincent. Seasting. That's his shot.
They have a tendency, if you push it up fast, to forget about Seasting, and if he's open, it's in.
And Shrimp again trying to work on Bird, and he hits.
One of the complaints the last ball game against Seasting is he just didn't shoot.
Bill Wennington and Greg Kiter up at the scorer's table right now, and David Thirdkill is taking the warm-ups on. Walt. Got it. Nice move by Bill, who's got 8.
Put a little speed on Donaldson, and you got 2.
Vincent the quick hands, but Perkins able to come up with the ball. Sam tries a 3-pointer. And Seasting picks it up off the floor. Up to Vincent. He's got McHale. Finds Bird.
Oh, what a nice pass by the rookie. Oh, I read the defense perfectly. Knew Bird had a half a step and just laid it out there for Bird to catch up to.
I got Larry unofficially for 17 points here in the 4th quarter. 128-106, a 22-point Boston lead. We'll be back. From Suffolk Downs.
Here's Bird. Watch Bird just right over the top of Blackman. Couldn't have been easier.
Derek Harper will fire for 3 and get him. Now has 11 in the ball game. Bird is 8 for 8 in this 4th quarter.
You know, the Mavs have a player in there now that a lot of teams would like to have. Dale Ellis.
Seasting. I'm surprised we haven't seen him at all. He was a good player for this club. Vincent the near miss in the offensive board.
Well, they got Jay Vincent. They've got Aguirre. They got Shrimp. Dale Ellis has become almost a non-entity.
Derek Harper throws one up from outside. It'll be Boston ball with a minute 49 to play. Celtics up by 19.
The Knickerbockers were at one point interested in Dale Ellis.
After the Mavs had scored the first 3 points of this 4th quarter to cut the lead to 8, Boston has shot 15 for 17 in the 4th quarter. That'll put you away. Kite a left-handed hook.
It's like Rick Roby, shoots better with his left hand than his right.
There's Ellis, quick release. Rebound to Gregg. Gets it up to Vincent. Seasting's ahead of the field. Camped in a corner. Vincent, coast to coast, and slapped out of bounds.
That was all right, Sam. Just keep the pressure on that defense. Make them commit. Show that you have a willingness to take that shot periodically. Look at him go strong. I mean, he really went strong. It took Schrempf, who hustled back, to block the shot.
Jerry Seasting knocks another one home from the corner. He's 2 for 2 off the bench.
A lot of the press have been kind of knocking the Celtics bench and saying they're not matching scoring to the other teams sometimes. It's kind of unfair against Chicago because Chicago, they got one of the great offensive players in Quentin Daly, and Corzine really is a starter. In that 2-game series, that bench production is excellent. But the Celtics really don't have the great offensive people. They just got good players.
Walton on a nice feed from Vincent. Bill can't get the follow. It slapped down. It comes to Seasting. 45 seconds left to play in this one. And Schrempf knocks it away from third kill. It'll be Boston ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 41 seconds in the game. There is Detlef Schrempf. Seasting. Third kill, the rebound. Stripped away underneath. And the foul is called as Schrempf reached in.
I tell you, he has a knack of getting to the ball. Not a great shooter, David, third kill, but kind of a good, solid, all-around player. If he ever really develops from 18 feet, a shot where he's consistent, he's going to be a heck of a ball player. He's got great quickness, great leaping ability, and can play some strong defense.
Most points the Celtics scored in the game this year, 133. Schrempf now fires and hits for 3. He's got 17 points, which might be near his season high. He had one 20-point game earlier this year. Kite cut underneath to Vincent. Got it.
Nice pass by Greg Kite as he spotted the cut of Sam Vincent. Heads-up play by Greg Kite.
Derek Harper gives to Bill Wennington. Wennington the fall away. Can't go off the glass. Kite the rebound. Vincent in third kill. Alone. Sam. Over the head stuff.
That's for you, Brother Jay.
Yeah. I'm sure it was. 2-1. Schrempf at the buzzer. Hits it, and it'll count. You give Detlef 20 points, but it's not going to matter a whole heck of a lot as the Celtics have blown the Mavericks out of here tonight. Final score from the Boston Garden, 137 to 117. We'll be right back.